Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, man, we got a video about Jimbo High Roller titled, "This Would Change NBA History." Man, I assume it's going to be about, you know, the NBA redoing the draft lottery so the Pistons get the first pick again. I can only assume it's going to be that. Also, by the way, guys, my last video, I think I got suppressed a little bit by YouTube because did some things in it, man. So, you know, I just got to make sure that that's not happening. So if you can please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, would be greatly appreciated. Let's go ahead. Get going, man.
In NBA.
By the way, it was a flight video. It was very funny. Like, go check that out if you didn't, man. But I just feel like it didn't pop on everybody's timeline.
He led the league in scoring, All-Star MVP, first team All-NBA, first team All-Defense, led the Bulls to an NBA record 72 wins, and went on to win the NBA Finals. The icing on this historic season, a Finals MVP, the fourth one of his career.
Not Steve Kerr. Just realized.
Anyone who watched this finals in real time will tell you that that finals MVP was his before the series even began. Michael was the undisputed greatest player in the world. But he actually wasn't the best player in this series. That was Shawn Kemp, who statistically had a better series than Michael Jordan did. In terms of efficiency, production, impact, Shawn Kemp was playing better than any player on the court for those 6 games. But as we all know, the Finals MVP award is reserved for players of the winning team. But what if it wasn't?
Most of the time,
What if the Finals MVP was awarded strictly to the player who had the best series regardless of the outcome? Well, some things would stay the same.
Hey, this sound like, man, who's the one dude that I'll be watching, man? Really cool
Today's
guy.
video is
do
sponsored
videos
by
like this.
Keeps is a
All right, let's get the man's code up in here. Oh, I see. That's that hair shit, man. Yeah, I hit 30 about a few months ago, man, so I'm gonna be looking into it pretty soon here. But so far, the hairline's never been great, but it's decent enough. It's decent enough.
2022 NBA Finals heating up. The inevitable discussion about who the Finals MVP will be are in full swing. I really wish I was joking when I say that I just saw an article that had Kevon Looney with the 3rd best odds of taking home the Finals MVP.
Man's a bucket. He at least a rebounder. No, he ain't a bucket. Okay, he's a rebounder.
But the real discussion here is if Stephen Curry will win his first Finals MVP, because now in his 6th Finals appearance, he still doesn't have one.
They gonna give it to Wiggins.
One accomplishment that Steph has yet to achieve up to this point in his legendary career. Many NBA fans will argue that the 2015 Finals MVP should have gone to Steph, but instead it went to Andre Iguodala. Fast forward 7 years,
yeah, that was
and this
interesting.
one award continues to be up for debate. Did Andre Iguodala truly earn that Finals MVP, or was Stephen Curry robbed of the most coveted award in basketball? Well, I
think it's the same thing as the actual MVP award, is that it just changes season by season. Like, there is no, like, strict guideline to it. That's just how it is. And I think when it comes down to, like, something like that, like not having, like, an actual criteria, we should not really hold it against star players when, you know, talking about Hall of Fame and rankings and everything. But even stuff like that, there ain't no criteria for it, so.
According to the numbers, if the award truly went to the most valuable player in the finals, then it shouldn't have gone to Steph. But it also shouldn't have gone to Andre Iguodala. It should have gone to LeBron James. Because for those 6 games, LeBron was by far the best player on the court. By no means was anyone else playing even close to the level LeBron was at in the 2015 finals. Imagine an NBA where losing in the finals did not disqualify players from being crowned the Finals MVP.
That'd be stupid.
I mean, the award is the most valuable player award, not the most valuable player on the winning team award. So, what would that look like? How different would things play out? And how would the legacy of countless players be altered forever? Okay, now stop imagining. Because I've crunched all the games, awards, and data
We all expected it.
By combining each player's box plus minus and each player's game score, we can get a Finals MVP score. Of course, there are things a player can do that won't show up in the numbers, but this Finals MVP score will give us a really good idea of a player's total impact throughout a Finals series. Now, I went through the dreadful process of finding the Finals MVP score for every player in every game in every Finals series since 1985.
Hey, all right, we'll go to 2004 Pistons. All right.
Every Finals MVP for the last 37 seasons. If the Finals MVP was awarded to the player who played the best in the Finals, regardless of the outcome,
they give the Shaq in 2004.
It would look like this.
I won't be mad.
Out of the total 37 Finals MVP.
All right. Wait, if losing in the finals didn't disqualify players. All right, yo, we got Chauncey 2 years in a row, man. Oh, I'm loving it. We got Big Shot Billups stealing it from 2000. Who got it in 2005? Wasn't that Tony Parker, I believe?
MVP awards,
Hell
9
yeah,
of them
man.
did not go to the player who played the best in that final series.
else
But
we
let's
got?
take a closer look at
LeBron
this
for a
because there's
decade?
some really interesting information here. Of the 9 finals MVPs that should have gone to a different player, 3 of them should have gone to LeBron James. In an alternate universe where losing in the finals doesn't automatically disqualify a player from winning finals MVP, LeBron James would have 7 right now, the most in NBA history. In 2018, he outplayed everyone on the court, but the finals MVP
And that's
went to
honestly, it would be so boring. It would be so boring, like, if these awards had, like, criteria to that extent of it. Just because, like, LeBron would be MVP every single year of his career. It's like, yeah, you're going to give that to the guy that's top 2 basketball all the time. Like, you're going to get every single year. So, I don't know. I'm glad that, like, the fatigue factor. But finals MVP, I think getting to the finals is pretty unique. I guess maybe not if you're the Warriors, though.
Kevin Durant. In 2015, he had the best series among all players, but the finals MVP went to Andre Iguodala. And in 2014, he was easily the most valuable individual in the finals, but lost the finals MVP to a 22-year-old Kawhi
Iguodala
Leonard. Now in the
definitely,
2011 finals, Dirk Nowitzki had one of the greatest individual playoff runs in recent NBA history. But according to the numbers, and please, go easy on me, I'm just the messenger, Dwayne Wade was the most valuable player in that finals series. D-Wade averaged more points, more assists, more blocks, more steals, was a far more efficient scorer, and was
Yeah, but he didn't average more putting the motherfucking team on my motherfucking back. That was Dirk, man. That's actually how awards are really actually talked about.
far better on defense. In my opinion, Dirk's finals performance was one of the best I've ever seen. And yet, the numbers suggest it was one of the most underwhelming finals
Joe Dumars.
MVPs in nearly 40 seasons. But if that's not crazy enough,
Which, I mean, okay, from using like this calculation right here, like, yes, but I think that's what makes that finals so amazing for Dirk in the Mavericks, is that like literally, man, like Dirk Nowitzki like scrapped that by. I mean, he dominated, no doubt about it, but just something about it was interesting, like just something numbers can't explain.
here's something you don't hear every day. Ray Allen should have been a finals MVP because unlike the players we've listed so far, Ray Allen was actually the best
wasn't
player
it Paul
on
Pierce?
the
Yeah.
winning team in the finals and still lost the finals MVP to his teammate Paul Pierce despite having the best series among all players. In 2007,
Which is weird why Curry doesn't have one, because, you know, Paul Pierce getting it there is because, you know, Paul Pierce was with the Celtics from the beginning. The fact that Curry don't have one is actually pretty, like, crazy,
Duncan was
but
the best player in
I guess
the
we play
finals,
with Kevin
but the
Durant not
finals
so much.
MVP went to Tony Parker. This would have
Tony
given
Parker.
Duncan 4 finals MVPs, further solidifying him as a top 10 player of all time. But there's actually more to this
He already
story.
is.
Because in the 2005 NBA
Tim
Finals,
Duncan's the best
Duncan was
power
the
forward of
finals
all time.
MVP when it should have gone to Chauncey Billups, who was statistically easily the best player in that 7-game series.
Yeah!
This would have been
Oh, I love that.
back-to-back finals MVPs
Oh,
for
Chauncey
Billups,
with the, man. Y'all thought Rondo did that first? Man, it's all about Chauncey.
would have made him just the second point guard
memories.
in NBA history to have multiple finals MVPs.
Oh, I love it.
Now, a lot of NBA fans will argue that during the Lakers three-peat from 2000 to 2002, both Kobe and Shaq were equally as valuable to the Lakers, and some would even argue that one of those finals MVPs should have gone to Kobe. But the numbers suggest otherwise. In fact, the gap between Kobe and Shaq in those 3 finals is
wow.
so large, it makes you wonder how this was even a debate.
Wow.
Don't get me wrong, without Kobe, the Lakers don't win those championships. But Shaq was not just the best player on the court for 3 straight finals. He put together one of the best 3-year runs in the finals that the NBA has ever seen. Only 2 players have had a better
Yeah, Shaq pretty
3-year run in the
dominant. Pretty
finals.
good basketball player.
Michael Jordan from 1991 to 1993 and LeBron James from 2016 to 2018. But of all the changes that surprised me, nothing prepared me for the 1996 finals, where according to
Shawn
the
Kemp.
numbers, Shawn Kemp was actually the most valuable player in the finals. This was statistically the worst finals of Michael Jordan's career, so that explains part of it. But never, ever would I have expected Shawn
Cheater.
Kemp's
Nope.
performance in the 1996 NBA Finals to be more valuable than MJ's. But it was. Kemp was more efficient and productive on offense, and he had a larger impact on defense.
Yes, according to my calculations, though, I'm looking at the stat right there. That's not showing. Guys, putting the motherfucking team on your motherfucking back!
Which means that Shawn Kemp was the
What I
one
don't
and
see.
only player
Listen.
to ever outplay Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals. Words that I thought would never come out of my mouth. Fortunately for Jordan, this Finals MVP was awarded to him, and his picture-perfect Finals reputation stayed intact. Some more interesting
good for him on
information
that,
I
though.
found out throughout this experiment was that Giannis's 2021 finals performance was the second greatest performance since 1985.
Wow.
The only player to have a better individual performance in the finals was MJ in
Yeah, I believe it.
1991. You'd think
Man
such
made
a
a billion
historic
free throws in a
performance
row. I
would
knew
be
something
talked
was
about
going
more
on.
often, but it seems like most fans have overlooked the dominance Giannis displayed in those finals.
Oh, it's not just that. It's not just the dominance factor and overlooking stuff like that. We NBA fans are so spoiled today. There is so much talent in the NBA and so many great things that happen on a nightly basis that we take it for granted straight up. Like, I remember it used to be like rewarding or just, I don't know, man, amazing when a player would drop 30 points. Like, if a player in your team dropped 30 points, you know you went for a good night, man. You know, Rip Hamilton run off the screen like that, dropping 30, I'd be like, damn, he played a ball game tonight, Rip. But now it's just like the seventh man off the bench can do that, you know?
But what about Stephen Curry and his case for a finals MVP? Not including this season, the man has played in 5 finals but has 0 finals MVPs to show for it. Was he really
How many
robbed of
would
the
he
award?
have?
Would Steph have a finals MVP in his trophy
Oh, wait, here,
case
talk
if
about that.
losing in the finals didn't disqualify him from receiving the award? Well, let's take a look. In 2019, the Raptors defeated the Warriors, and Kawhi Leonard took home the finals MVP with a finals MVP score of 32.8.
Yep.
Steph had a great series despite
Put
the
the
loss
motherfucker
and
back.
finished with the finals MVP score of 29.8.
Plain and simple.
So the award rightfully went to Kawhi. In 2018, the real headliner ended up being Durant versus LeBron. And after sweeping the Cavs, KD went home as the finals MVP with a finals MVP.
All right. Hot take here, maybe? Kevin Durant going to the Warriors hurt Steph Curry's legacy more than Durant's legacy. What y'all think about that? I'm not taking a stance there. I'm just asking the question.
Score of
y'all think?
38.3. Steph finished with the finals MVP score of 25.2. So, once again, this award was never Steph's to begin with. In 2017, Kevin Durant put together an absolute masterpiece on his way to winning his first championship with the Warriors. And in this 5-game series against the Cavs, Kevin Durant had the 3rd highest MVP score in the last 37 seasons of 44. And once again, Steph was the 3rd most valuable player on the court
team, bro.
in that series
73
behind
and 9.
KD
What the
and
hell?
LeBron. In 2016,
Despicable.
after completing the one and only 3-1 comeback in finals history, LeBron went home with the finals MVP while putting up a finals MVP score of 40. And this award was rightfully his, since Kyrie Irving finished with the finals MVP score of 25.5,
Yo, that's
and
trash,
Steph
Curry.
finished
What
with
the
the
hell,
finals
man?
MVP score of just 16.4. Which leaves us with one finals MVP that should have possibly gone to Steph. As we spoke about before, LeBron James was easily the best player in that series, finishing with a finals MVP score of 34.8.
Steph Curry really don't deserve
Andre
any of them.
Iguodala finished with a score of 19.9, and Steph finished with a score of 23.8. Which means that, in reality, Steph was the best player on that winning team in the finals, and that finals MVP award should have been his. He was robbed.
Wait,
Stephen
what?
Curry was robbed of the 2015 Finals MVP. But according to the numbers, so were many other players. Hope you all enjoyed.
Yeah, fact of the matter is that just ain't no criteria to it. That's all we got for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.